Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Action Wrestling Entertainment's second ever draft event. We're here with Ozzie Jamison Sinclair, IV, not the fourth, next level general manager just appointed, and you all know him, Ian Battison, the most badass son general manager that we could have ever asked for over on the Intensity brand. Gentlemen, as it went last year, Intensity did receive the first pick this year. That honor will go to next level. So Ozzie Jamison Sinclair, without further ado, it's snake draft order. Keep that in mind. Who are you picking first overall?
Man, I have to go with the rightful world champion in Nick Alexander.
Nick Alexander currently is ranked number one on the official AWE Power Rankings because he defeated the longest reigning world champion of all time at Lifeline. He would go on to get screwed by Cody Cole, not in a good way, and lose that title. Now, Ian Battison, who are you taking with your first pick for Intensity?
Well, you know, my brand's Intensity. And I like somebody who likes to get shit done. So we're going to go with the current AWE World Champ, Cody Cole.
Cody Cole, winning Performer of the Year in year two. He held the Tag Team Championship to start year two. He would then go on to recapture the Tag Team Championships later on with Damian Kai. And then in the same night, at Lifeline 21, he would capture not only the next level title, but also the world title. And that is how we got to where we are today. Ian Battison, your second pick, as we are having a snake draft here. Who is it going to be?
I'm telling you what, I'm having a hard time between two young, talented individuals. Nick Bowe and D Ford. But Nick Bowe, he's a living, walking wrecking ball, okay? D4 has the longest reign in AWE as world champ. So I'm going to have to see what goes down at the War Zone. I'll make my pick after.
Yes, and take it over to the War Zone. We will, sending it down to the broadcast table. Let's see these two in action.
The following contest is an Intensity singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 165 pounds, the
D4,
prestigious D4.
the former world champion, 513-day reign came to an end at Lifeline 21 here at the draft show, ranked number 2 on the power rankings, but he's taking on Nick Bowe, who Ian Battison just said is a walking wrecking ball, and I believe it.
And his opponent, accompanied by Lunatic, representing the Sons of the South, from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 225 pounds, Nick Bowe!
And the Sons of the South, two of the baddest men in all of AWE, Nick Bowe being accompanied by his brother, Lunatank, coming out here taking on D4 in an Intensity singles match. That means falls count anywhere and no disqualification are both in effect, and whoever wins this match will be going to the Intensity brand. That's why we have these rules in effect here for this match.
D4, you ready? Ring the bell!
And as the bell rings, this match getting underway here at the draft show, the draft event of the year. You don't want to be anywhere else. D4, the former world champion, currently ranked number 2, taking on another top 10 competitor in Nick Bowe, ranking in at number 9, and Nick Bowe early out of the gates, just putting the former world champion in the corner and going to town, pummeling away at the Precisionist. D4 and the referee trying to get Nick Bowe to stop the assault in the corner. Not gonna happen. here in this Intensity Rules match. D4, the flurry of offense from Nick Bowe, the barrage of blows, and now he just beeled D4 right into the other corner, and D4, last time he faced Nick Bowe was for that ever so coveted world title in a German suplex from Nick Bowe. Gets a reaction from the fans here at the War Zone. D4 managed to come out on top on that night. D4 had to overcome a great effort from Nick Bowe and a super kick there to the chest as he held onto the ropes and a forearm from D4. Nick Bowe with the support of the fans here at the War Zone. Look at the counter. Look at the power of Nick Bowe and just planting the former champion into the mat. D4 agonizing in pain after that slam, and D4 just hasn't been able to get any offense in here in this matchup. Look at the, oh my God, oh, scoop slam from Nick Bowe. Gets a nod of approval on the outside from his brother Luna Tank. Nick Bowe telling the referee, quit checking on him, he is fine. Nick Bowe knows this. He's fought D4 in a match very similar to this, one of the most hardcore bouts ever. D4 though goes between the ropes and a kick rocking Nick Bowe. D4 slingshot, hooks the arms, and just plants Nick Bowe, the son of the South, right into the mat. Hook of the leg into the cover and a 2 count. Nick Bowe able to kick out. What a maneuver from D4.
Let's go D4, D4 sucks!
And the fans here split on their decision. Don't know whether to chant, whether to cheer or boo. D4 and a forearm there from the former champion right into the side of the face. And look at the kicks, my goodness. D4 and a big axe kick flipping over Nick Bowe. My goodness, and look. Knee trigger to the back of the neck, and Nick Bowe could be out. Nick Bowe could be out. D4 knows it, hooks the leg, and gets a 2 count. D4 frustrating. The frustration starting to settle in here. I'm wondering, as this match continues, is it more beneficial for D4 to win this match and go to intensity, something he's not very well versed in, as he springboards into the Swanton, calls that Black Rain, does D4. What a maneuver, just bouncing off the ropes and into the rolling senton there. D4 getting the 230-pounder up and a knee right to the temple, right to the forehead and into the cover. D4 with the arrogance as he covered Nick Bowe. If you remember last time these two squared off in year 2, D4, it took absolutely everything for him to put Nick Bowe away and successfully defend that title. Now goes for an Irish whip. Nick Bowe counters. D4 went for a clothesline. Nick Bowe able to evade and vice versa, and a knee right to the chin. D4 now. D4 charges up. No. Springboard stunner. What agility. What agility on display from Nick Bowe. D4 that he has glossy eyes right now. And a kick out from D4.
D4, you good?
Nick Bowe calling for the chair. Calling for the chair, and now, oh, he could be looking to do something very similar to what we saw him do last time these two squared off. And a big right hand from Nick Bowe. Nick Bowe measuring some of the self. No, not gonna get the discus lariat. Not this time. D4 throwing the head of Nick Bowe right into that chair and a forearm. D4 could be looking for a knee trigger, knocking Nick Bowe right out of that chair. My goodness. And now D4 picking up Nick Bowe and a knee right to the jaw. And I think I know where he's going with this one. One more for your troubles. 2 more for your troubles. Hit the trifecta right on the chin. D4, he says it all the time, striking with precision. And now
Now, after all the blows to the temple, all the blows underneath the jaw, trying to make Nick Bowe pass out. D4 could be going to intensity if he can make Nick Bowe pass out or tap out right here, but the fans in the Warzone not going to let that happen. They are behind Nick Bowe 100%. D4 still has that headlock applied, still has it cinched in, but now Nick Bowe up to his feet. Look at the power, and Nick Bowe snaps it into a side headlock of his own. D4 trying to find a way out, trying to slip that hand underneath, but now can't get it, gonna push Nick Bowe off. Nick Bowe comes back in a shoulder block. The size and the strength advantage that Nick Bowe possesses over D4 coming into play here in this matchup. And now D4 still feeling the effect, still reeling after that shoulder tackle from Nick Bowe. Nick Bowe though, gonna show D4 what intensity is all about. Props that chair up in the corner. We saw this at Lifeline. Nick Bowe did a couple of these in that ladder match, and now D4 just shoulder first right into that chair in the corner, and now Nick Bowe taking advantage, staying on the offensive, and D4, did you see him? He tried to get out of that German suplex. He chopped the hands of Nick Bowe, but the grip strength was too great, and D4 ate a nasty landing for his troubles. I mean, he tried to chop and twist out of that, and he just got put right on his neck. Now Nick Bowe continuing the assault. Nick Bowe's been in control for a good part of this matchup. D4 did get some offense in with all those knees, and now Nick Bowe, bam! That high angle DDT from Nick Bowe, and D4 just trying to get to the ropes, although that will not save you here in this environment, this Falls Count Anywhere environment. Nick Bowe on the offensive, but a kick! D4 baited him, and now going for that slingshot spear, but no, Nick Bowe catches up and puts him down right on his neck. Big pile driver there from Nick Bowe, the son of the South. This could be it. 1, 2, and a kick out from the former champion. And the fans here at the Warzone chanting, "This is awesome." I agree. Did you see him? He picked him up and he put him down right there from the apron. Nick Bowe checking out that kendo. Doesn't want to use it. Nick Bowe, the right hands. That's what he wants to do. That is his bread and butter. He's a brawler, a striker. He has heavy hands, heavy fists. And now D4 just clinging onto the ropes for dear life. Nick Bowe charges. D4 moves out of the way. Springboard knee trigger right on the button. D4's fired up, and so are the fans here at the Warzone. My goodness, what a draft event. Nothing even comes close to what we do over here at Action Wrestling Entertainment. Now D4 could be looking for Vice and Virtue. Lunatank with his hands up, distracting the referee, and D4 has it cinched in. He has that knee right on the jaw, and he has that hand, that arm of Nick Bowe right behind him, and D4 trying to get leverage over here. Look at the power, just deadlifted the former champion and puts him down with authority. Big power bomb there from Nick Bowe. Nick Bowe trying to shake it off, trying to get some oxygen back into the brain, trying to get the blood flow back. And D4, after eating a massive power bomb, trying to get the fans here at the Warzone fired up. And we could be seeing the beginning of the end for Nick Bowe possibly. Nick Bowe swings. That's not what you want to do. D4 well versed in the striking department. And now D4 Irish whip gets countered. Ducks the clothesline, comes back, super kick on the chin. And now D4 with a forearm, beating Nick Bowe back into that corner and charging. We know what he's going for. Nick Bowe tries to get the legs up. Not gonna happen. Big forearm, back of the neck. D4 comes off the ropes, knee trigger to the back of the neck, and now Nick Bowe's all caught up in the ropes. D4 gonna help him out, and now he's gonna help him put him down. Knee, revolution knee to Nick Bowe. D4 looking to put it away, a barrage of strikes, and now, oh my goodness, the disrespect. the foot right across the face. D4, this is it. Kill shot. No! D4 misses. Nick Bo baited him. German suplex, rolling the former champion right into the ropes. D4 planted on his neck, trying to make his way back to his feet. Nick Bo, what a counter. Got out of the way of the kill shot, now trying to shake it off. Discus lariat, and D4 just got planted. And that could be it. No, D4 just able to kick out. But Nick Bo able to turn the tide in his favor, still feeling the effects of all that offense that D4 got in there in that short period of time. Nick Bo is one resilient SOB. And now, D4 might not know where he is. Oh my God, Fireman's Carry could be looking for that Tennessee lullaby. Picked him up and put him down. That is over. It is it for the former champion, yes. 3 count garnered. And guess what? Nick Bo headed back to Intensity. We saw him get drafted at Battle of the Brands over to Next Level, but now he's headed right on back to Intensity. Watch this maneuver. Slingshot into that pedigree, that double underhook. Watch this. Bam! What a pile driver from the Son of the South. These two were just flying around that springboard, but this would be what put it away. I mean, my goodness, the counter, the German, and then the discus lariat, and then the Tennessee lullaby. Nick Bo headed back to Intensity. How will this affect D4's ranking and also Nick Bo's ranking? It remains to be seen. Let's throw it back to the draft and the general managers.
And Ian Battison, it looks like your boy, the walking wrecking ball, did come out on top. Nick Bo going to Intensity.
Yes, sir.
Ozzy, Jameson, Sinclair, IV. Will you be taking D4 or someone else here with your second pick?
I'm going to have to take D4. I mean, he had a 513-day world title reign. How do you not take that?
Fair enough. That is a very valid point. Well, coming off an absolute banger of a match here at the draft event of the year, you don't want to be anywhere else. Ozzy, you've got another pick here. Who is it going to be?
Looking at the roster here, I think I'm going to have to take former Intensity champion Atlas Liger.
Atlas Liger currently ranks number 12 on the power rankings. He was the inaugural tag team champion of AWE and Intensity champion of AWE, the first ever double champion. Atlas Liger, what a year he had in year 2, but he ended it eating a fat L from Braxton Riggs in Braxton Riggs' AWE debut at Lifeline. With that being said, though, Ian Battison, who are you taking?
Man, I got a lot of choices here. But after his feud with Tengu this year, and him laying it all out there at Lifeline, I'm going to have to pick Jackson Palace.
Jackson Palace, what a year he had in year 2. Became only the second ever Great Clash Battle Royale winner. But hey, that Tengu that he had, that feud rather with Tengu that he had throughout year 2 would be his downfall in the main event of Clash 2. What a pick there by the Intensity brand. And hey, Ian Battison, you've got another one.
I'm going to have to go with Henry Mack for my 4th pick.
I mean, what is there to say about Henry Mack that has not already been said? The first ever AWE World Champion and the most decorated superstar in Action Wrestling Entertainment's history. He's got the most titles of anyone, but can he carry that over to the Intensity brand? That is the question. With that being said, though, Aja Sivowi, I'm going to kick it over to you for a pick or two.
Man, I'm looking at these two guys on the roster right now. You had the longest reigning Next Level champion in Ghost and a former Intensity champion in Tengu. And honestly, I don't really know who to take here. So I think we should send it down to the war zone for another match.
I totally agree with you. Number 5 ranked Ghost taking on number 7 ranked Tengu, both coming off of big years. Let's send it down to the war zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. Making his way to the ring from the outside, weighing in at 3,817 pounds.
And Tengu, we saw him change his look, change his demeanor at Lifeline 21 when he took on Jackson Palace after losing that Intensity title to Chris Davidson in their classic of a triple threat bout at Afterlife. Tengu coming out here, no more game time. He doesn't play games anymore. Tengu is ready for a fight, and that is exactly what he's going to get with Ghost coming out next.
And his opponent sit from the clergy, weighing in at 280 pounds. This is
And it wouldn't be the biggest draft event of the year without two matchups with both competitors being in the top 10 in AWE. We just saw number 2 take on number 9. Number 9 won, and the lights went out here. The lights went out here. Oh my God! Ghost is behind Tengu. Tengu not aware. Kick of Destiny out of the way, and this match already getting underway. These two trading blows. And if you notice, Tengu here just spiking Ghost, and Ghost is just not affected. What a chop. Knife edge chop right across the chest of Tengu. And another one. Beating Tengu into the corner, and another chop. And now, Ghost. Kick to the midsection. Ladies and gentlemen, this match has next level rules as OJSIV. Ozzie Jameson Sinclair IV, the newly appointed GM of Next Level, is the one that set this match up, and the winner of this match will be going to Next Level. We saw the last match had intensity rules. This one is your classic one-on-one singles match like you would see on Next Level. And now Ghost hammering away at Tengu. The interesting thing about this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, both of these competitors were on fire in year 2. We saw both of them. Ghost had his first match technically in year 1, but I mean that's all he did in year 1 there at Lifeline. Tengu debuted in year 2, and in year 2 he managed to fight for a world championship. He managed to have the feud of the year with Jackson Palace. He managed to win the Intensity Championship. I mean, he caught fire early on in his career, as did Ghost. Ghost became the first ever Next Level champion, the longest reigning Next Level champion of all time, as you heard Ozzie Jameson Sinclair point out earlier. The 4th, IV. Sorry, not the 4th, IV. Ozzie Jameson Sinclair, IV. Both of these guys got onto very hot starts, but Ghost would almost not fall off necessarily. I mean, he didn't really lose a step. But Ghost, I mean, after he got put through a flaming table, 2 of them, when he fought D4 at Last Breath for that world title, and we didn't see anything of him until now. And you see his mask is all burnt, and there's holes in it, and it's hanging together by a thread. And I mean, there's no way. The clergy cannot be happy with Ghost. I mean, not only did he lose his Next Level championship, that was his means. That was his means of representing the clergy. He was the Next Level champion. People had to respect him. they granted him the right to speech. They granted him the right to speak after he lost that title unfairly, unjustly, because of Nick Alexander. And he would just immediately get back on track and win his matches and go right back to the main event scene and challenge D4. He said he was gonna bring hellfire and brimstone to D4 and his title reign, but quite the opposite, ironically, would go on to happen for Ghost. Ghost would get put through double flaming tables and would not be seen again until now. And it looks like maybe he's been punished. Maybe he's received some, maybe he's been reprimanded. And now Tengu has this claw applied into the shoulder of Ghost.
Make him tap out.
Ghost making his way back to his feet. He is one large entity. Ghost hits the ropes, comes back, and a clothesline, just dropping the 3,817-pounder like a sack of potatoes.
Got your shit.
My goodness. And the fans here at the Warzone, did you see the way Tengu's head bounced off the canvas? My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering why there's duct tape on the canvas, there's only one explanation, because here in AWE, we are tearing it up. I mean, my goodness, we're tearing the canvas up, we're tearing everything up.
Stalemate.
This is underground wrestling. And that face just put right on the knee of Ghost. Ghost, oh my goodness, slamming the head. I mean, Ghost sees a weakness and he takes advantage of it. We saw Tengu's head bounce off the mat after that huge clothesline from Ghost. Ghost is going to continue the assault on the back of the head because he's trying to take care of business for the clergy. That's all there is to it. One of these men will be going. One of these competitors will be going to next level. We saw Ghost was on next level all of last year. Tengu has never been on next level in his career. And now Tengu, look at Ghost, just the resilience to just eat those blows and hook the leg. My goodness. And Tengu, a fan favorite. Ghost, quite the opposite. Fans here at the Warzone have made that quite apparent. And now Tengu reverses the Irish whip into the corner. And there's Tengu. Could be setting up for a Tengu tantrum here. He's stomping his feet. He's ready to charge. Ghost. Did he get hit? No. Ghost catches the 3,817-pounder and reverses, changes, just turns it around on him. And Ghost went for a kick right to the face, got caught up in the ropes. No, there's no way. Tengu, bam! Back suplex, might as well be called a shoulder suplex. He got put right on his shoulder and Tengu into the cover. And if I were Tengu and I weighed 3,817 pounds, I would just lay across my opponent's chest as well. I mean, my goodness, that's like trying to get a small car off of you.
Oh my goodness. He just sat up. Didn't even matter.
And Ghost is one resilient bastard. Tengu throwing Ghost out of the ring here. Referee to start his count of 10. Yes. Ghost, though, puts him on the chair. Referee at a count of 2. Ghost charging it up and a European uppercut into the wall. My goodness. That's how he managed to win that elimination 4-way, if you guys remember correctly. I think it was Next Level 20 last year. He won that elimination 4-way. Maybe it was Next Level 21. He did that multiple times. And now going to hit him with a chair. And the referee stops him. Spike! Spike! Tengu just spiked the lights out of Ghost. And now throwing him in the ring. Tengu taking advantage. Props to the referee there, not intimidated by the representative of the clergy, one of the most dominant forces we've ever seen. The referee just taking that chair right out of his hands. Tengu now, innovative offense. Look at this submission. Look at this submission with the rope. just cutting off the circulation to the brain, and you see the face of Ghost there getting red. Now Tengu, look at the power just dragging the 280-pounder. Watch this. Leg drop from Tengu. That could kill you. That's like a Nissan Sentra or a Toyota Corolla just getting dropped right on your neck. My goodness. And you can tell because Ghost is still feeling the effects of that. Tengu puts him in the corner. And a chop right across the chest. And another. That left hand of Tengu just coming right across the chest. The fans wanting him to chop him harder, but the fatigue starting to set in for both of these competitors. Earlier on in the night, we saw D4 and Nick Bowe, two of the most resilient and just two of the competitors with the most endurance and stamina in the entire company go at it, and they never slowed down, it seemed like. This is a matchup of two behemoths. DDT planting Ghost into the mat. That could be it for Ghost, and no, a kick out from Ghost. But now Ghost, look, he's trying to choke out Tengu. This is a battle of behemoths. Leg DDT. You're gonna see a lot of impactful moves, but they're gonna get gassed. They're gonna get fatigued. Now, the fans chanting Matt Mayhem after that leg DDT, one of the staples of toothless aggression, and that could tear an ACL and an MCL and a meniscus. That could tear every part of your knee up. Ghost knows that. He's trying to take care of business.
That's a stud horse right there. You better watch out.
And now Ghost gonna win any way he can. Look at this. Look at this submission. Look at the torque. Look at it. He's just, my goodness, he's gonna throw that leg down for whatever reason. Ghost doesn't want to win that way, and a kick right to the chin.
Oh my goodness. You got rocked. You got rocked. You got rocked.
Ghost
You got rocked.
standing up
You
Tengu,
got rocked.
and there's no way. Oh my God! The 3,817-pounder put down,
It's like
and a leg drop.
the same guy.
Both of these competitors pulling out massive leg drops. That may have been the biggest one of the bunch. My goodness.
That was one.
The fans here chanting that was one. Tengu kicked out of both of those maneuvers. The scoop slam and the leg drop to follow. Kicked
Ain't
out
no
at
rest for
one.
the wicked.
Look at this.
Money don't grow on trees.
Oh, Tengu
was that?
snuck
What is
in
that?
a blow. He ducked and was able to make contact, and now spiking. The mask almost comes off of Ghost. Tengu been doing in work with those spikes, and one more. As the match goes on, these spikes, they do
Tengu
more and more
tantrum.
damage. Tengu tantrum, there's one,
Yo, pants up.
there's two, and there's three. Tengu doing damage, and now this is the end. SBD coming
no.
right
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Gonna
Oh,
pick him
no,
up.
yeah.
No,
No.
Ghost.
No.
Ghost able to fight out. Knees him in the midsection. And is that?
Oh no.
Is that? No, the ref is out. The ref is out. And it sounds like Jackson Palace coming out here, longtime rival of Tengu. Their beef, we clearly saw that it wasn't settled at Lifeline. Jackson Palace licking his chops because he sees that referee laid out, and he's got that toothpick, as he's coined it. The largest toothpick ever. It's a Guinness Book of World Records. Don't fact check me.
What are you doing here?
Shut up. I am so proud of you. You know, I mean, I missed you so much. It's so good to see you again. And you're lucky you're back right now. You made a big point. It's you. You're the only one, and it's only fair. That's right, Chris. Yeah. So I just wanted to say it's good to see you again.
Jackson goes to swing the kendo. No! Tengu set out, and now Jackson.
You done goofed. You
Jackson
done
evades,
goofed.
but look,
You
the
done
distraction, the kendo leads Ghost into a Chaos Claw Slam from Tengu. And the referee just able. Tengu wins this match. Jackson Palace excited that Tengu wins, although it looked as though he mistakenly hit Ghost by accident. Tengu with the awareness to just sit down. Watch this. Watch Tengu. Oh my goodness. I mean, the timing was perfect. Jackson evades and leads to the Chaos Claw Slam, and Tengu going to next level. Ozzy Jameson Sinclair IV. He has an absolute unit on his brand.
And my goodness, what a turn of events. Tengu going to the next level. Brand, my goodness, what a shakeup. Ian Battison, with that being said, guess what? You don't have a pick because Ozzy Jameson Sinclair IV, will you be taking Ghost or someone else? Did he impress you enough in that match for you to take him?
You know, Ghost really let me down in that match. I'm going to be honest. I was expecting him to come out on top. With that being said, I think I'm going to have to take a current tag team champion right now with Damian Kai.
The Inferno Dragon headed right back to next level. What a competitor you've got on your hands, but one big attitude that he's going to have to clear up if he wants to make it anywhere on your brand, I'm sure. Ian Battison, now, after I swerved you seconds ago, who will you pick?
I'm going to have to tell you right now. I've been watching Tengu after this past year, and I'm going to have to tell you, he's an unstoppable force. But Ghost really held his own in that match, so I'm going to have to go with Ghost.
Ghost, I mean, either brand, Ghost is going to go there, and he's going to put on bangers and dominate and represent the clergy like they want him to. And, hey, that is a big addition for the Intensity brand. I'm going to come right back to you, Ian Battison, for another pick here.
Well, you see, this is my final pick, and as much as I hate to do it, because he's a despicable human being, and I don't want him on my show. I don't want him representing my show. But by default, I'm gonna have to go with Chris Davidson.
Chris Davidson, the current Intensity champion, absolutely despicable. As Ian Battison has continuously put it, by default, he is the Intensity champion. He must go to the Intensity brand. But man, let me tell you, Ozzy, have you gotten all 6 picks in?
Man, with my final pick, I don't think there's another option here. I have to take the other current tag team champion in Liberator.
Liberator, coming off of somewhat of a down year. However, hey, he's a tag team champion, part of the most dominant faction to ever run roughshod over AWE. Everyone else that's left in the draft pool, guess what? They're free agents. You two are free to use them as you see fit, week in, week out. And hey, if you want to make an addition to your roster, you're going to have to drop one of your core 6. So that's just another wrinkle we threw in here for AWE Year 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Can't wait to see you in 7 days when Next Level gets uploaded for the first time here in Year 3. Thanks for watching.